Hi everyone, I'm Becca and I am a birth doula from Denver, Colorado. So today I'm going to be talking to you about what is a birth doula, what do they do, and how can I help you on your journey. So first we're going to start with a simple analogy describing what a birth doula is. So I want you to imagine and paint the picture in your head of a swim meet. So at that swim meet, you have the swimmer, the lifeguard, and the coach. So the swimmer is the birthing person. That's the person doing all the work to bring this beautiful baby into this world. And then you have the lifeguard. So the lifeguard is your midwife or your doctor or whoever is there standing by to make sure medically everything is going smoothly. And then you have your coach. So that's me. That's your birth doula. And that coach is going to be by your side throughout active labor, birth, and after birth. This person will coach you and make sure that you get the very best and most positive birth that you possibly can. And that is what a birth doula is. Right, so now we know what exactly a birth doula is, or we have a general idea what they do. So some of your questions may be now, what exactly are the services that a birth doula provides? So for me, the first thing I do is a meet and greet, whether that's over the phone, in person, we have that initial meet and greet. After that, I provide 2 prenatal check-ins. So during those prenatal check-ins, we'll go over your birth plan, we'll go over any questions that you may have, and I'll connect you with resources in the community for anything that you may need. Also during those prenatal check-ins, we'll go over physical positions, what feels good, what doesn't feel good. We'll practice massage, what you like, what you don't like. We'll practice what to say, what not to say, whatever may trigger you. We'll go over what could happen that's not part of your birth plan, but then how we will take those steps from there to still make sure you get the very best out of your birth experience. So we have those 2 prenatal check-ins. And then on top of that, I am all yours 24/7. So if you need to call me, text me, email me, I'm always on call to answer any questions you're having. So if you're feeling anything kind of weird to you or off, you can always call me and I will provide those resources again to put you in the directions you need to go. So as a birth doula, we also provide that educational support piece too. So with our training, we have a good idea what is going on with your body. We're still not your medical provider, but we can guide you in the right direction and we can answer most of your questions. And whatever's out of our scope of practice, you will be directed to your midwife or your doctor. So after that is the big day. That's the birthday. So once you are in active labor, you will head to the hospital or the birth center or be in the comfort of your home, be all set up, ready to go. And once you're in active labor, I will be by your side the entire time. So leading up to that, through all early labor, we'll be in touch. I will know what's going on, so I have my bag packed, I'm ready to go. I know that I need to be on my way soon. And once you're approaching active labor, I'm on my way to make sure I am with you. So in active labor, I am there the entire time. A lot of people, not a lot, but some people say, well, I have my partner with me. Why do I need a birth doula? Because your partner should be present as fully as he or she can be in your birth because it's their experience too, right? So we want them to fully get what they can get out of it. So if they need to sit down and rest, they can do that. This is not a time for them to have to panic and try to remember everything they learned in their childbirth education class. That's okay. That's why I'm there. I'm there to help and coach you and guide you through all of this. I am there to make sure that your plan that you have written up for your birth gets followed as best as it possibly can be, given your circumstances. So I will guide you through all of that. I will help you with different positions. I'll massage you. I'll offer breathe-in techniques and emotional supports and all of that loveliness. So after baby is here in the world, I will be with you up for like an hour or 2 after birth. So depending on what you need. So after birth, the biggest thing is bonding between mom and baby, and birth in person and baby. So making sure they have that skin-to-skin contact, which is super important, helps regulate their nervous system. And on top of that, if you're choosing to breastfeed, I'm also there to help with the breastfeeding support and any support that the birthing person may need after that as well. So as soon as you're in a good place, then I'll kind of scoot on out of there so you can have your time with your baby. So after that, we have a postnatal checkup. So I will come to your house in the comfort of your own home, and we will review your birth and that experience. So during your whole birth, we'll backtrack a little bit. I'll be taking notes, so that way when I come to your birth or for your postnatal check-in, we can discuss everything that happened, because my viewpoint is going to be different from your viewpoint, because you're going to be having that labor mind and labor brain, right? So we'll review your birth, and if you have chose to breastfeed, we'll make sure that everything's still going well with that. And if you have any more questions after birth, I'm also there as a resource and to point you in any direction that you need help with to get there. And that is what a birth doula does. All right, so now that we know what a doula does, we're going to talk about the benefits of having a doula. Often I hear people say, well, having a doula is kind of like a luxury. I don't need a doula. But you do, because the statistics of having a doula are real. So when you have a doula, it decreases the risk of cesarean rate by 50%. On top of that, it decreases your length of labor by 25%. And then on top of that, decreases the request of having oxytocin by 40%. And then on top of that, it decreases the request of having an epidural by 60%. And that's a ton, right? That's a lot. So in addition to that, doulas are great for helping finding different positions that help with things that might come up. So when you're pregnant, your body is always changing. The baby inside of your body is always moving. So if baby is in a sunny side up position or a posterior position, that baby is gonna have a hard time making its way through your pelvis. It still can, but it's gonna take longer. And it's still safe, but it's gonna take longer. So doulas are great for helping you with different positions to flip that baby so they're in the anterior position. So that way they can fit through your pelvis a little bit quicker than over 3 hours, say, of pushing. And that is common for first-time moms for that baby to be in that sunny side up position. But doulas can help turn in that baby because they know all the tricks. The other thing, doulas can help open up your pelvis by 25%. Isn't that amazing? That's amazing. And there's a lot of tricks that help with that. But it's kind of a secret, so you have to hire a doula so you can find out. So, and then in addition to all of that stuff, doulas help with your partner and your families. So I often hear as well that, why do I need a doula if my partner's going to be with me? I kind of want to keep this just a special thing between me and my partner, which is great. And you should always choose who you want in your room. But keep in mind, if you're having people assisting you anyways in your birth, you're going to have a room full of strangers in your room. You're going to have nurses and doctors in and out of your room, and midwives, right? And sometimes they're so busy that they don't get to sit right by you the entire time. And they typically aren't with you throughout your whole labor process. But a birth doula is. They're with you the entire time. They're not leaving you to go into another room to check on someone else. They're with you the entire time. And if your partner needs a break, they can take a break. They can step out. They can get something to eat. They can lay down. They can rest. They're not stressing out about remembering everything they learned in their childbirth class, because I'm their resource and I'm there to help them through anything that they're a little bit unsure about. So there's so many great benefits of having a birth doula. And your birth is so, so important to have a great experience, because I'm there to empower you. And this is something you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Women in their 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s talk about their birth experiences, and they stick with them. They last forever. So having a birth doula will help you have the best and most positive birth experience, guaranteed. All right, so how can a birth doula help surrogacy births? And they totally can. So, for example, I was at a birth a few months ago, and there was an open adoption. So birth mom and birth dad were present in the room, and then on top of that, we had the adoption parents in the room as well for this sweet little one coming into the world. So a birth doula is there mainly for the birthing person and to be their complete and full support. But I'm also there when birthing person is resting, say they're sleeping and they don't need my 100% focus and attention. I can help them, and I can also be there for them. Right? I can help them answer any questions, because even though they're not carrying this baby themselves, it's still their baby. And there could be moments where they might feel a bit scared or a little bit unsure about stuff that is going on. So I'm there to bridge that gap and to reassure them that everything is okay, and to explain everything that's going on, to answer any questions that they may have. And if they need a massage or a head rub, I'm there for that too, if it's a little bit of a stressful situation. But again, a birth doula, their main focus is still the birthing person, because they're doing a lot of work. And that birth doula is also there if the adoption parents or surrogacy parents or the parents of this child are all there together, and they all want to help the birthing person in this room. I'm there to help them know what they can do, just like the birthing partners, right? So with those birthing partners, with the husband or the wife or whoever is there, I give them helpful hints what they can do to make it more comfortable for the birthing person. I tell them what they can do to help them in different positions. I tell them what they can do to help them with relaxation techniques. So the same thing with everyone that's in the room. I can share with them if they want to be an active role and bring in their baby into this world. I can help them help the birthing person if they want it, how they can better help them. So they can help them with positions, get in a cold towel, get in ice, whatever they need. I can kind of facilitate that and direct them in the direction that they need to go. Well, thank you all so much for watching today. I hope that answered a lot of your questions of what a birth doula is and how we can help you have the best experience for everyone involved in this birth story. If you have any more questions, if you're interested in having a birth doula, you can reach me at elevatewithin.llc@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'm Becca, and happy birthing.